Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question was suggested by a viewer. Thanks to Jean Ducan for this one. Amy puts an Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar into play with Flash. No, not the mechanic, the card. That's better. So, if she does this, how much would she have to pay in order to keep her creature around? Okay, so let's start out by taking a look at what Flash says. We can see that Amy is going to be asked to pay the creature's mana cost, reduced by up to 2. Now, that's going to be a little bit of a problem because the creature that Amy put into play does not have a mana cost. It's not going to be possible for Amy to pay a cost that doesn't exist, and so therefore her only option is going to be to sacrifice. Now, this is kind of a trippy situation because a lot of the time, these types of effects are going to be looking at the mana value, which is a related but distinct game concept from the mana cost. You might already know that Asmo has a mana value of 0, but that's only going to be because the game rules actually define a mana value for stuff that doesn't have a mana cost. And so that's the reason why its mana value is 0. Its mana cost is non-existent. This is the same reason why, for example, you would not be able to get a Darksteel Citadel with an Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga is going to be looking at stuff's mana cost, and it needs the mana cost to be 0 or 1. The mana cost of Darksteel Citadel is non-existent, so even though it has a mana value of 0, that's not going to help us out here. Same basic idea. Now that we've got that sorted out, I wanted to take a look at another related situation. Let's say the Asmo is already in play, and we were going to use Flash to put a clone into play and copy it. How much would we have to pay in order to keep the clone around? So, for the answer to this question, let's notice that clone enters the battlefield as a copy of the card that we're choosing. Now, that means that there's not going to be any point in time where the clone is on the battlefield, but it doesn't yet have the characteristics that it's going to be copying from the other creature. After Amy puts the clone onto the battlefield, the next thing that's going to happen is Flash is going to ask us to pay its mana cost. Of course, by this time, the clone is on the battlefield, copying the Asmo, which has no mana cost, which means that it's not going to be possible to pay the clone's mana cost either, because it acquires the mana cost from the thing that it's copying. So we're going to be in the exact same spot, and only going to be able to sacrifice the clone. There's going to be no way to keep it around. And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again next time for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.